Hi everyone. Good morning for you guys. I think it's 6 in the evening for me. My name is Catherine. Just in case you don't remember my introduction yesterday, I go to Sudos College with Zhou Laoshi. I just finished my second year of learning Chinese, so I still have a very low level, but I really like the language and I'm really excited to be with you guys today. So I know I had some of you yesterday, so you're going to hear my presentation again. I'm sorry about that, but if you have any commentary this time, please feel free to interrupt me, any of you, if you have any questions, if you want me to speak slower, if you have an experience you want to share, go ahead and interrupt me at any time. I'm totally okay with that. So I'm going to share my presentation. Can we see that? Are we good? Okay, thank you. So today I'm going to be talking about beach days in Southern California. Has anyone ever traveled to California or to the US in general?
I've been to North Carolina, but never California.
Okay, North Carolina. Yeah, so that is on the East Coast. North Carolina is over here. I live all the way over here on the West Coast. And so on the West Coast, it's very beach oriented. We are known for our beaches in Southern California. So I really came to like it here because I grew up in the middle of the country in Oklahoma, right above the big Texas. And I just fell in love with the ocean when I moved here. So I'm going to be telling you guys about some of my favorite beaches, which are Seal Beach, Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, and Laguna Beach. And I'm going to tell you guys what you should bring to the beach, what you should do if you guys ever visit. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first beach is Seal Beach. This is definitely the one that I visit most frequently. It's a very young atmosphere. A lot of teenagers like to go to Seal Beach with their friends because the food is really cheap and it's really easy to get there. It's very close. So as you can see right here in the bottom right corner, there's a pier that extends all the way over the water. So if you walk to the end of the pier, you can actually be standing over the middle of the ocean, which I really like the feeling of. It's really pretty during the day. And then, like I said, there's a lot of food. This is one of my favorite restaurants to hang out. And then this is actually a picture of me and my friends at the beach. So we definitely visit this one a lot. And it's just really easy, really fun. I would definitely recommend it if you ever come. And then the next one is Huntington Beach, which is known for surfing. So has anyone ever been surfing before?
I don't think there's a lot of water sports in Taiwan, but
Okay,
yeah.
good to know. Thank you. So surfing is really big in certain parts of America, not everywhere. So basically, anywhere where there's ocean, surfing is a really big deal here. So um, this um, this guy right here that you see surfing, I actually met him at Huntington Beach, and I found out that his brother won the silver medal for Japan for surfing in the Olympics this past year, and he is training for the Olympics himself for 2024. So a lot of professional surfers surf here, and it's really fun to go out and watch them, even if you're not very good yourself. And then Huntington Beach is also known for fresh seafood, which I really like poke and sushi, and this is a poke bowl I got one time while I was there. And then the next one is Newport Beach. And this beach, a lot of people live on this beach, so it's more of a private beach. So what you can do is actually buy a house or build a house on the sand. So when you walk out of your front door, you're actually on a piece of beach that you own. So if you can afford it, it's really, really beautiful. And as you can see, they build these canals in the living areas so that if you own a boat, you can park your boat right in front of your house. And then if you need to get somewhere, you can use the canals with your own personal boat to get there. It's definitely more of a residential area and it has a lot of biking trails. People like to bike a lot. And this is a picture I took on a film camera when I was there once. And then my favorite beach I would say is Laguna Beach, just because of how beautiful it is. As you can see in these pictures, it's a really big tourist spot. A lot of foreign visitors here. There's a lot of shopping, a lot of really high-end clothing and jewelry stores. I really think it's beautiful. So this is my favorite beach, but Seal Beach is my most visited. So out of the slides here and the beaches I've shown you, does anyone have a favorite so far? If not, that's okay. It can be hard to pick. Sometimes you have to go and see what it's like. So I'm gonna keep going. So then the next thing I'm going to talk about is what should you bring to the beach if you ever go. And if there's not a lot of water sports, I want to make sure that you are prepared and know what you should bring. So I would always bring a waterproof speaker. If you're going with your friends, they let you bring a speaker to play on the sand, but I would always make sure that it's waterproof because it will definitely get wet one way or another. And then a lot of times I like to bring a book if I don't feel like getting in the water and just being on the sand. Or if I do feel like being in the water, I can bring a surfboard or a boogie board, which are just big, long pieces of foam or plexiglass sometimes that you can use to ride the waves. And then if you want to get a workout in, a lot of people swim in the ocean as a workout. I've done that before. It's very hard to fight the current, but very rewarding. And then I would always bring sunscreen and sunglasses. I have definitely gotten some very intense sunburns before. The beach sun is very, very hot and it will burn you and make you look like a tomato, which is not ideal. And then if you want to get in the water, I would always bring a swimsuit or a wetsuit. And I still don't have a picture of a wetsuit, but it's basically a huge black bodysuit that's really thick and warm and insulated. And it kind of makes you look like a penguin, and it's what you wear when you go surfing so you don't get cold. And then I would always bring money to shop or to eat. And then one thing I really like to do is to bring a waterproof camera because when I go surfing sometimes, you can see a lot of wildlife. I've seen dolphins before, stingrays, which aren't always fun to see, but they're there. And then you can take a quick picture and then put it back in your wetsuit and surf. So I like to do that sometimes. And then lastly, I talk about what you should do at the beach. My favorite things are to surf, to swim, and to shop. So I'm just going to talk a little bit more about those. So surfing, what you should do when you want to go surfing. You should, first of all, get a board. You're going to need a board for sure. So surfboards are pretty big. They're definitely going to be taller than you. Like it's this huge piece of plastic and foam and plexiglass, and there are a lot of surf shops that will make boards specifically to your height, to your weight, thick and thin, depending on what you like, and they'll design them for you. So that's a very popular thing to get here if you surf a lot. And then something a lot of people like to do when they want to learn how to surf is to take lessons from a professional instead of just going out there and risking it in the waves. And I actually did this once with one of my friends, and I made a little video about it. So I'm going to show you guys that little video. If you give me a second to switch over. So this was this past summer. I overheard that she was 19. So I caught a little tiny wave at the end, but I stood up and it was my first wave, so that was very exciting for me. Does anyone have any questions? Anything they want to add? Those waves are small. Those ones are really easy to catch, so definitely anyone can start surfing if they want to. And then after your lesson, So usually lessons are always given in the morning because the way the waves are connected to the moon, depending on where the moon is around the earth, it controls the tides. And so in the morning, the tide is the most calm and predictable. So it's really good for beginners. So then after you have your surf lesson, a lot of people go and get breakfast. So some of my favorite beach breakfasts are iced coffee, acai bowls, which are like yogurt and fruit based, and then you can add a ton of toppings on them. And then breakfast burritos, which have like sausage and egg, potatoes, avocado, cheese. They're kind of unhealthy, but they're really, really good. So then the last thing I'm going to mention is shopping. I know you guys are around like 14 years old, so I definitely think you would love the Huntington Beach shopping. There's a lot of surf shops, a lot of summer lifestyle clothing, and a lot of just fun things you can get there when you're young. And then if you guys were to ever visit when you're a little bit older, maybe in college or as an adult, I would definitely recommend Laguna Beach. It's beautiful. There's a ton of tourist attractions and high-end shopping, and those are my two favorite places to shop. So that is my last slide. Thank you guys for listening. Does anyone have any questions, anything that they want to add, any hopes to travel in the future, maybe like travel plans that you guys have when you get a bit older?
然后这一次有6、7组的那个分组竞赛哦，不然我要点名哦。来，玲珑。
Sorry, can you say that again?
来分享一下，就现在讨论的话题。
I think the beach is really pretty and different from Taiwan.
Okay, so it's different to you guys. I wasn't sure. I wasn't exactly sure, but I love that you think that. The beach is definitely beautiful. I know you guys have a lot of mountains. That's what I heard yesterday is you guys do a lot of like hiking and rock climbing. Is that true?
Well, not rock climbing because I think Taiwanese parents are a bit overprotective, but we definitely go mountain climbing a lot.
That's great. Yeah, American families, it really depends. Some parents don't care at all and they'll let their kids do whatever, and then some parents are very strict. So it depends. I've been rock climbing a couple times. It is very scary. I could see why some parents would be worried about that. But yeah, do you guys, I can ask you guys questions, just to get to know you a bit better. Does anyone have a favorite Netflix show or something that they like to watch on YouTube, or music, or any questions about American culture that you might not know?
“那宋杰，你可以也提出一个问题，或者是给 Catherine 一个建议，或者是一些想法吗？”宋杰，不在。或是如果你们不大敢问问题，你可以把你的讯息打在那个讯息栏。
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 2 half siblings. So they are my dad's kids, but not my mom's kids. So I do have them, but they're a lot older than me. They're in their 40s and I'm 17. So there's a really big age difference there. So I grew up the only child in the house, but I do have them. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother.
Okay, a brother. I have a brother too. Does anyone have any pets? Go ahead. Sorry. A cat? I have 1 dog, but we're planning to get 2 puppies in the summer. So my house, 2 cats. Okay. So are cats more popular than dogs, or are dogs more popular than cats?
How about 每个人，如果你喜欢猫的，你就打1；如果你喜欢狗的，你就打2，这样可以吗？Go。
Mm. Okay, it's pretty split down the middle. I'm number 2. I like dogs more, but I definitely like cats. Okay, this works. Let's do this question. Put 1 if you like YouTube better, and put a 2 if you like Netflix better. I'm a number 2. I like I'm 1. I'm 1. I like YouTube better. I like YouTube better. There's a lot to watch on YouTube, but I watch Netflix a lot. I was just watching Netflix before we did this, actually. Put a number 1 if you like math, and put a number 2 if you do not like math. Yeah, my 2 people. I don't like math. I'm not very good at it, but I'm good at language and I'm good at history, so it balances out. Let's see. Put a 1 if you like coffee, and a 2 if you like tea. Interesting. Okay. I like coffee. I really like coffee. Coffee is very, very big in Southern California. There's like a coffee shop on every corner. Iced coffee, hot coffee, really fancy lattes where they, like there's milk foam on the top and they'll draw designs on it for you. So I really like coffee. I'm trying to think. I don't know what foods are very popular there. Do you guys, you can't drink coffee? Oh, why?
I can drink coffee, but I don't like the taste.
Oh, okay. It took me a while to like the taste. I kind of had to start with drinks that have a lot of, flavor, like vanilla or mocha over it to get used to the taste. Put a number 1 if you want to travel and you like to travel, and put a number 2 if you would rather stay at home. Okay, most everyone wants to travel. Okay. Does anyone want to put where they want to travel to? You can type it if you want, if that's better. 1.5, I like that. You're in the middle. Japan, I want to go there too. Africa, okay. Switzerland's beautiful. Wow, all over the place. The US. Do you know what state in the US you want to go to?
I would like to go to North Carolina again, then maybe to the West Coast.
Okay, you know what? I love the West Coast. Why did you go to North Carolina?
My dad had an assignment there, and we went there with him.
Yeah, North Carolina is great. All the states are very different, though. Sometimes when it feels like you're going to a different country when you go to a different state. But all of those are really great answers. I personally really want to go to Greece and to Italy. But I also want to go to Korea and Japan and China and Taiwan. I would like to take a little trip like that. What about Does anyone have a question? A 1-2 question? What are like the 2 most popular desserts in Taiwan? Because like I would say here it's like ice cream or cake. Like those are our 2 big ones. So like what is it for you guys? Donuts. Okay. Love donuts over here too. Okay. Ice cream? Okay. Put a 1 if you like donuts without sprinkles, and a 2 if you like donuts with sprinkles. Yeah, my sprinkle people. They're more festive that way, aren't they? Much more fun. Oh, we have donuts over there. I just saw in my kitchen that my mom bought me some donuts. It's exciting. Do any of you have cram school tonight? I learned about cram school yesterday. We don't have cram school here. So does anyone have to go tonight after school? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and speak.
I have to go to cram school from 1 o'clock to 10 o'clock at night. So it's just about 9 hours tonight, today.
Oh my goodness. Is that every day, 9 hours?
Every day.
Oh my goodness. You're gonna do so well on your tests though.
No, my grade is not so good.
You're working hard though.
Yes, but my grade is also I work so hard, but my score is not enough.
You'll get there, I'm sure. You guys have a year, right? Another year before the test?
About 400 days, I think.
Wow. Okay, so a little more than a year. 400 days. Wow, so you guys start early. That's great. Your hard work will get you places though, I promise.
Do you have to take tests to get in high school?
So that's one thing that's different here. So when we're about 14, we're ending middle school and we go to high school. But you don't have to take a test to get into high school as you go to the high school. In the public system, you go to the high school that's closest to where you live. And then if you don't want to go to that school, you can pay to go to a private school, which you just have to pay to get into. But when you go from high school, which is age 17 to 18, to college, then you have to take a big test. It's called the SAT or the ACT, and you study a lot for that. But there's no school that we go to. We just study independently. But that's how we get into the really competitive colleges. But you guys start way younger than we do.
I think it's way better to like do it your way because it really takes a lot of time to study for things that we don't need.
Yeah, you guys are still so young. But I will say, I'm currently very stressed out. Put a 1 if you're very stressed out right now, and put a 2 if you are just very relaxed. I'm a 1 right now. I have a big project that I'm trying to do. No one's stressed? 1 was stressed. Wow. You guys are all doing great. Good job. I'm happy for you. Is anyone tired? That's a yes or no. Yes if you're tired, no if you're not. No one's tired either? I feel so alone. I went to sleep very late last night though. I need to do better. Are we good? Are we switching? All right, sounds good. Bye guys. Thank you for being great. I will hope you have a good next class. Bye.